We are live, ma'am. You can start the webinar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all are safe, sound, and in good health. We welcome everyone to the IMT Connect series. Our speaker for today is Dr. Barnali Chakladhar. Dr. Barnali is a professor of finance and chair of the two-year PGDM program at IMT. With more than 25 years plus of experience of teaching in institutes like IIM Lucknow, SPGN Institute of Management Singapore, Euromed Management Institute France, and Kufstein Institute Austria, she has been an integral part of IMT for over 8 years. She has presented her research papers at prestigious conferences, having won awards from Ivy, London Business School, and ISB for writing academic case studies. It is an immense pleasure to invite her to be the speaker of the evening, and I request her to share her thoughts on what makes IMT Ghaziabad truly shine.
Thank you, Brahmani. Thank you so much. And welcome to all the potential aspirants of management education, the bright young crowd. And young, I said, not old, okay? So as you know, rather than sharing about IMT, because IMT, we are again pretty old, I mean, we are well known among the management aspirants. So I just would like to say that I would like to talk in general. I don't know whether I can interact with you. I don't think, but I have heard from the admission department that you can send us chat messages and we can respond on that. So I would have loved it had it been an interactive session and rather than me talking. So thank you. And I must thank Brahmani. She has really introduced me so well. And she says that I have more than 25 years of teaching experience because she wanted to emphasize that I am old. That is, maybe Brahmani wanted to say that. And today, while just before the webinar, before we were planning to start the webinar, by mistake, I wished my colleague good morning. Rather than good afternoon and good evening, I said good morning. And my colleague told me, it's always morning in IMT Ghaziabad. IMT Ghaziabad, first thing we say, we never sleep. Then it is not even afternoon for us because the campus is so lively. And what do I say? Again, I don't know. If I say, it will be something like a faculty talking to you. So I don't know how much authentic it would be for you people, but you can always interact with your peer group, with students who are studying here. You're always welcome. Just get in touch with them on LinkedIn, etc., and find out how lively the campus is. It is such a happening place, and happening means I'm not saying every day we have events and festivals and party. It's not that. And it's a lot of happening in the sense academic learning inside the classroom, outside the classroom, then so much of peer group interaction with the alumni, interaction with everyone in the industry. And there is something always, if you come to the campus, you will see some banners, boards, competition, posters, everything, something or the other is something there. And always something like, big competitions from different industry groups or some of the other company coming for guest talk, and distinguished speakers are there. Our own alumni who are absolutely CXOs, because we are 1980 born. So they come and they interact with the students, and it's not only a very kind of formal interaction in the classroom. It's beyond there. You'll see a very senior CXO, COO sitting in the amphitheater, and a couple of students, say about 20-30 students surrounding the CFO, kind of gerawing in real good sense, okay, the CFO, and then getting insights. So everywhere you see so many students, everywhere you see, I mean, it's actually lively. I don't know how to mention it, but something that is what we are like this, not only today in 2022, we are this way since 1980. Of course, I was not here in 1980, but this is what I've heard from the faculty, the alums, 1981 graduate alums. They come and they share their experience when 1981 graduate or 1991, like the other day, Anurag Mathur came. He is now the head of finance in City Bank in Mumbai. So he came and he then shared his experience, and he was saying, ma'am, we never used to sleep. We used to have a very lively night, and like we used to interact. We used to do a lot of case studies, a lot of halla gulla, and apart from that, there were so much of heated discussions in the amphitheater, heated in good sense, because these were all debates. And this is how, and then used to go to the cafeteria, have a cup of coffee. I said, are you talking about 1981? He said, yeah, what's the problem? I said, because this is what exactly we see now. So things actually haven't changed. So only if things have changed for the better. That means today we are more digitized. Rather, we are more fidgetized, right? So earlier it was physical, now we are digital, and it's a clubbing of both, cusp of both, blending of both. That is how we are operating now. So everything is digitized. Like, our admission chairperson, Dr. Harvinder, is a digital marketing person. So again, he takes care of sales, and in sales, like he would involve, whatever, like he knows better what is subject, but I know, like, he teaches everything digitally. So anything that the industry requires, and Dr. Harvinder is there. Wow, that's very nice since he's there. So thanks, Dr. Harvinder. I think, you are a highly, I would say, fidgetized person, right? Fidgetical person. So maybe you can throw a little bit of light on that.
See, good afternoon, Dr. Chakladar, and good afternoon, participants. So when when someone introduces me as a professor of marketing, rest assured that even if someone has done his MBA or PhD in the days of dinosaurs, one is supposed to be a fidgetized or digitized person. Because see, marketing is one area which is highly dynamic, and it has to go exactly in sync with the consumers. So our consumers are digitized. I mean, people like you, we are interacting online, correct? It was not possible about 10 years back. People would have laughed at the idea of listening to a professor on a screen, passive mode, correct? So yes, most marketing professors by definition are into digital marketing. And I believe we have been using technology that way. If I may share my experiences of using technology post-COVID, we all understand during COVID, it was mandatory for us. It was kind of compulsion imposed on us. But once things came back to normal, I'm talking of January 2022 onwards, I realized that, technology gave us some advantages, at least for some activities. For example, we give these projects to our students. Fine, they go and do work, and for these projects they need to interact, come back to us, and review those projects. Now in a physical mode, it becomes a big issue because our timetable and their activity calendar would never match. So if I have to do a project review with students in a physical mode, I need to sit in the campus till 9 p.m. maybe. Or the students need to skip their classes and come to me back at 4:30. Now in the digital mode, what we do is I go back to my home, take my dinner, and set up an online meeting, say at 9:30. Or students are preparing for a case, they need inputs, they can always request, sir, can you please log in? And then, of course, we may keep the camera on or off depending upon what we are wearing, fine, or the surroundings. But then that gives everyone a very flexible mode for interaction. I have taught abroad, so I was teaching to some European students in a Spanish business school. The mode was online, and then we used to have case discussion sessions or case preparation sessions online. I mean, honestly speaking, one student in North America, the other in South America, a couple of them in Europe, and one in Africa, and the professor sitting in India. discussing a case, and then of course presenting it in the class later on. So yes, technology has given us a wonderful platform, and I believe going forward we'll keep adopting the positive side of technology.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Harvinder. What actually, we are trying to say, it's not only our teaching pedagogy or say interacting with the students, our course curriculum also has a lot of digital aspects in it. For example, in marketing, we have marketing analytics. In finance, we have financial analytics. We have HR analytics. We have business analytics. What I am trying to say, business analytics, as such, IT analytics is a specialization area. But the question is it specialized? Can analytics be far away from HR, marketing, or finance? No. So it is already, analytics is already there in the blood of our course outline. So what actually basically both of us are trying to say is that, it is basically, we are 1980 born, but we are kind of, I think I can be a little, I can just say this, that we are kind of first movers as far as some of these changes go. I can actually boast of that.
Let me share one instance, madam, if you permit.
Yes,
let me share one specific instance. I joined IMT 12 years back. You were there before me, and there were a number of courses that had the flavor of data analysis using software.
Yeah.
But I think the first course with a formal label of analytics was launched somewhere in 2012-13, when we had an American professor, Dr. Jagdeep Singh, coming and co-creating a course with us on marketing analytics. So formally the name marketing analytics, fine. But see, what started as a single course in a specialization called marketing is now a full-fledged academic area. And I think around that time also we started working with companies like Genpact. So the course was actually blended with the industry inputs, and we did a wonderful start. Similar thing we have done in case of digital also. So if students go to the net and look at the course architectures of various business schools, including IIMs, they would see that digital marketing is one particular course, plain vanilla course. Now, interestingly, many people assume digital is one theme, but we understand that within digital, there are so many nuances that need to be discussed. For example, we know that digital technology is one way of interacting, but social media is a spin-off in the sense that social media approaches marketing in a completely different way. And in IMT, I think we are among the first ones to spin off a separate elective on social media marketing. So those who are really keen on building their core around this can actually pick up the digital marketing course in term 4 and then top it up with the social media marketing in term 5. And, I think many students will be surprised to know that because the smartphone has become such a vital part of our lives, and many marketing activities are now actually controlled through it, we have actually created a course on mobile marketing. Because, accessing digital technology through a desktop is a lot different compared to doing it through a smartphone. So in our portfolio, we have 3 electives: digital marketing, social media marketing, mobile marketing. In analytics, we have a whole buffet of courses, and we have a complete specialization built around that. So that way, I think last 10 years or so, IMT has evolved rapidly. And
absolutely, like that we are actually very, very dynamic. And similarly, we have a course called banking and financial services, and in BFS, again, if you see, which is again 60% of the course is taught by faculty from Belleric, and you will find that a lot of analytics course and fintech blockchain is there in banking and financial services program. And that nowadays, in case you want a career in banking and financial services sector, you obviously need to know everything about fintech blockchain. And don't we teach fintech and blockchain in IT? Yes, we teach it. But when it comes to the applications, we teach in finance, we teach in BFS. So some of these courses, what I'm trying to say, we launched it. We were, as I said, we were the first movers in the industry. So we are 19 being we because we are 1980 born. Of course, we have a brilliant infrastructure. We have more than 5,000 CXOs. I mean, that all those things are there. We have very old alumni who are, of course, they're very senior people now. We have a great industrial connectivity. But is that all? Beyond that, what I'm trying to say that is we evolve every day. We know what the industry wants. And before, I mean, the moment the industry shares with us what it wants from our students, I mean, we don't want to send theoretical package of students to the industry. We immediately update our curriculum based on that. We have the summer internship program. So where the faculty mentor goes and meets the industry mentor, and we get feedback from the industry mentor, and not only about the student, but also like what exactly they would like to know, what they would like to have in the student when she or he comes to the industry and joins. The tools, the techniques, latest techniques, all that they would want in IT, software, packages, everything, not only theoretical knowledge. So that we make it a point and we send our students industry ready. So this is how we work. So we come to know we are continuously, our professors, I haven't even gotten an opportunity to share my slides with you, since I thought both of us are there. We can talk to you and you can always send questions. But if you just, we have a huge pool of faculty members, 70 core faculty members. Apart from that, very senior industry stalwarts are there as core faculty, as well as visiting faculty, adjunct faculty. And the kind of research publications they come out with, and the kind of cases they write. Why do they write case studies? Because they want to, these are all simulated cases, are all simulation of what happens in the industry. So the student is a decision maker in that case. So that is how the students, I mean, the professors get in touch, because they have their own connect in the industry, a lot of good connections, and they bring stories, challenging situations, write the cases. The cases are listed in Harvard Ivy. Like, for example, Professor Harvinder has written many cases for Harvard and Ivy. I have also written a couple of cases, won certain competitions. But and not only both of us, all many faculty members have done that. You can just run through our profile and find out. Now, what is so great about it? Why am I beating my own trumpet? It's not like that. It's just that we share our experience inside the classroom, and that is how we bring the dynamism and whatever is wanted from the student to the classroom. So we create that kind of simulation environment, simulated environment in the classroom, so that the student is acclimatized before she lands up in the corporate world. Professor Harvinder, would you like to add something?
Well, I completely agree. In fact, unlike many educational institutions where professors are confined to a very limited range of activities, coming, reading, and teaching, at IMT, I think we as faculty colleagues have been involved in a lot of activities. And I think the core theme of all the activities we indulge in is the quest to stay relevant and updated. Because see, unlike, it's not a master's degree in history where you read something written 50 years back and teach it. I think we need to understand and know what is happening on real-time basis. And this quest takes us to writing cases, doing research, doing MDPN trainings, interacting with industry, interacting with students. And this is the beauty of our system, I believe. A good institution would institutionalize the activities that ensure that the content and delivery mode remains relevant. If you recall, because you are now at a position where you hold academic administration, we have a very structured process for a creation of electives, for vetting of elective, formal advisory committees comprising of industry experts, senior professors from outside. So all this happens because eventually, whatever I deliver in my class, say, for example, I teach channel management, right? Whatever I'm discussing in my class is something which the term 5 student who has done his internship in say channel management only would know that it is correct, because the student has seen it happening 4 5 months back, 6 months back. Otherwise, me telling a theoretical model that was written by an American professor 20 years back does not really add much value. It does not cut ice with students. So remaining relevant is, I think, the underlying theme of all what we do. Our quest for technology, on a lighter note, one can say that IMT has technology in its DNA. The T in IMT stands for technology, fine. But then the point is being in touch with technology, being in touch with industry, being in touch with research, knowledge creation and knowledge sharing, all these are endeavors that we execute because we want to remain relevant, updated and contemporary. So anyone who's looking at IMT as a business school should kindly add a prefix. It's a contemporary business school.
Yeah, very
It's
well
not,
said. Very good.
though we were established in 1980s, we are as fleet-footed as a business school that had its DNA and vision set as recently as yesterday.
Absolutely. So I'll just share my screen, share the PPTs, and and like, because you are actually interacting with two professors, so we are talking all about academics, but at the campus, actually, this institute gives a lot of opportunities to the students to participate in various competitions. Our students participate in the best branded competitions in India and sometimes abroad also, and they win competitions. So I've got a video of a couple of students who have shared their experience about what kind of challenges they faced, what were the opportunities, how did IMT help them in winning the competition. So I will anyway run that video, and also, so it's all video, but then I have got two students with me who will join me at 4:30, who have just won the V-Guard competitions.
That's great.
So yeah, so both of three of them, in fact, I think one will be having class. One is having classes, so two of them will come and they will share their experience, and they have a long life, because I was just mentioning, and they are here. So I have Anurag and Alekhya, and I don't think Ramanathan is there, right? And Ramanathan isn't joined. So two of them will be there. But anyway, in the meantime, I'll talk more about our alumni and our wall of fame. So we'll discuss all that. But in the meantime, let's just watch this video. Just a second. Sit, both of you sit down. Okay, that's Devangi. So I'll just start with her. And Harvinder sir, please tell me if it is properly audible.
Hello everyone. My name is Devangi Mrutunjay and I'm a
Yes, it's
PGDM
audible.
marketing first year student here at IMT Ghaziabad. My 5 months yet in IMT has been a dream from which I don't want to wake up from. Being from a sciences background with a work experience in corporate communication, in the start of this year, I would have not thought that I could even crack a case competition, nonetheless become a national runner-up. The journey here has been a roller coaster, but IMT has taught me that there lies potential and capability in one that we aren't even aware of. Case competitions are tough. It's a game of perseverance and learnability. It's not about how much you know, it's about how well you can understand the problem statement and how wild your ideas adapt according to it. It's a continuous process. The ideas you come up with in the starting only acts as a base. You grow on it, you modify it, you work day and night, you cancel your ideas, you fight with your team, and you wait for that one eureka moment that wins everything. At the end, it's a saying in MBA that nothing is right or wrong. It's just how well you are convinced and how well you convince the other person. Even though the whole process of 1.5 months was strenuous and hectic, mentally, emotionally, as well as physically, I enjoyed every bit of it. The push that makes it all possible is the backing up by the industry as well as subject veterans, vast alumni network, and helpful seniors we have here. You know you are never alone. It could not have been achieved without the top class skill and brains of the faculty that we have picked throughout our process. It is a blessing to have faculty who have served in top management in big corporate powerhouses. The learning pedagogy here at IMT is case based. Everything is taught in parallel to the industry with plethora of examples and intensive discussions. You're forced to think out of the box. IMT is an experience of a lifetime. With the tagline of IMT never sleeps, you find motivation to work towards your goal day and night. Remember, MBA is a chance to reset, to reflect on where you've been, build on where you are, and redefine where you're going. We are looking forward to welcoming you all in the next academic year. All the best.
Hi everyone, I'm Shubham Das from PGTM Marketing at IMT Ghaziabad. One of the main reasons to pursue an MBA from a top B school was to develop the skill to tackle the modern business challenges in a structured manner. The curriculum at IMT Ghaziabad is one of the most exhaustive in India and taught by some of the most reputed faculties of the country. The professors take out time to mentor us and nurture our minds to provide the right direction to our thoughts. The culture at IMT Ghaziabad creates the perfect environment to push ourselves to our limits and achieve the best to our potential. IMT never sleeps is the catchphrase of the campus, and rightly so. The campus is active 24 hours 7 and provides a vibrant learning atmosphere. The IMT Ghaziabad library collection is comparable to none. It is home to some of the most exclusive business databases and journals. These things are at our disposal to make the most of it, and frankly, these exclusive insights provide us with an edge. Personally, the learning curve in the past 5 months has been a steep one. The best way to channel your classroom learnings in the real world scenario is through case studies. The curriculum puts impetus on case learning pedagogy, which has helped me a lot to grasp the business knowledge in relation to the current scenario. This has also helped our team secure runners-up position in Dabur Verve 2022 National Case Study Competition. All of the late-night brainstorming sessions, reading extensive study materials, and long discussions with the professors has helped us to come up with a viable and sustainable solution, which was appreciated by the Dabur leadership team. IMT Ghaziabad provides opportunities to participate in the most prestigious business case competitions, which are exclusive only to the top business schools of the country. The opportunity to test your mettle against the best talents all over India has helped me grow a lot. Overall, IMT provides a great place to learn, and we are excited to interact with some of the interesting minds next year. It is going to be a life-changing experience and will transform you into a better professional for sure. All the best.
Hi, I'm Aditi Agarwal, a first year PGDM student studying at IMT Ghaziabad, specializing in marketing. I'm part of Team ASOS that succeeded in qualifying among the top 10 semi-finalists for the L'Oreal Sustainability Challenge 2022. All the finalist teams were from colleges like IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Kohikode, IIT Bombay, XLRI Jamshedpur, and MICA. This year, the competition was centered around Garnier, one of L'Oreal's eminent brands. Garnier is a brand dedicated to sustainability and takes numerous steps to make itself environmental friendly. Our task was to find a way to enable Garnier's customers to live more sustainably, an action that the customers will take on their own, however, will be warranted by Garnier. Our idea was to make Garnier's customers dispose their waste product bottles and tubes in a responsible way, which can be collected by Garnier and recycled in their manufacturing plants. It succeeded in becoming chosen among the top 10 nationwide. It was a feeling of immense pride and honor when we found out. MBA is not an easy course, but wins like this make it all worth it. The second round is currently ongoing and is also very interesting. given that we are supposed to carry out a live prototype of our idea. For this purpose, we have organized a collection drive in the college and enabling students to dump their plastic waste responsibly. We will now send these bottles for recycling. We couldn't have achieved this all alone. We had all the help and resources to give it our best. Excellent and supportive faculty helped us with their expertise and experience. Our seniors and super seniors were at our beck and call whenever we asked for their help. Our peers and friends who were happy for us and helped us in whatever capacity they could. I especially want to thank Akriti Bansal and Ashutosh Gupta, our super seniors who passed out in 2022 and were the winners of another competition hosted by L'Oreal every year called the L'Oreal Brandstorm. Without their tips and insights, we really couldn't have gotten where we did. IMT as an institution encourages and empowers us to give our best. We are really excited for the rest of the competition to unfold and work hard in the upcoming rounds. The journey so far in the competition has been full of valuable lessons. We hope to give it our best in future rounds and make IMT proud. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jayanti and I'm a first year marketing student here at IMT Ghaziabad. And today I'll be sharing with you my journey towards becoming the national finalist for the L'Oreal Sustainability Challenge 2022. Now, case competitions really usually involve a case problem to which we're supposed to find solutions and come up with ideas that best suit the problem statement given to us. Now, coming from a technical background, being an engineer, that was not really easy for me to do in the first few competitions that I participated in. But as I sat through my classes of Term 1 at IMT Ghaziabad, I was able to understand the concepts in more depth. I was able to come up with more solutions and apply the concepts that were taught in class to find the solutions that best suit my problem statement. This really helped me broaden my understanding and my mindset to see the bigger picture, to understand the concepts that I was usually always overlooking. Not just that, I really believe that everybody here at IMT has been really instrumental in our journey towards becoming the national finalist. From the faculty to the admin to my peers, my seniors, everybody has helped me throughout the way to get a better understanding of what I was doing and to be able to implement it better. My professors have always been kind enough to listen to my doubts and give me clarifications for whatever concepts I required in and outside the class. They've always been very motivating and cheered my team on throughout the way. Coming to my team, the kind of peer learning I've had just by ideating and brainstorming and those sessions we've had sitting in our room thinking of the problem solutions, they've helped me so much in getting a better understanding of the concepts we were learning. And coming to my seniors, people who've gone above and beyond to help us in implementing our idea, in helping us get the reach, in helping us create engagement for our project. They've always helped us out in whatever way they could have. Not just seniors who are on campus, even the alumni who've participated in such competitions earlier have really taken out the time to help us understand the bigger picture and see the parts of the competition that we were missing out on. So my team and I are really grateful to IMT Ghaziabad, our professors, our peers, our seniors, and even the alumni of the college who've always enabled, motivated, and encouraged us to reach to the national finals of such a prestigious challenge. Thank you and good luck.
Hello everyone, my name is Kunal Kalani and I'm a
Okay,
PGDM marketing
so I
student
think
here
I'll
at
just
IMT.
stop it here. Just a second. Let me just stop sharing my screen and let us, you just, and they're all first year students. As you can see, they're all first year students. They were sharing their experience, and some of the competitions are not even over. They are in the final round. So I have Anurag and Alekhya with me, and let them talk to you. I just both of you can, or so you can share, Anurag and Alekhya, both of you can share your experience that you have had in the competition, and also like you have prepared, you packed your cat, you built the cat, and that is how you have entered the IMT Ghaziabad campus. So maybe you can share your experience, your interview experience, etc.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anurag. I'm pursuing PGT in Finance, and I'm a first year student.
And I'm Alekhya. I'm pursuing PGD in Marketing, and I'm also a first year student. So we are classmates, and uh, so we recently, like, it's hard to top what the others have spoken already, but we have recently gone. We've also participated in the national finals of VGuard, Big Idea Business Plan, and we're happy to share that we got the special jury award there. We won the special jury award there, so it was a great experience. And maybe Anurag can talk a little bit more.
Yes. So as my peers have already told you, that case competitions are an integral part of an MBA journey, and there are different types of case competitions. Some are marketing based, some are finance based. Ours was a product based, so we had to come up with a product idea which VGuard could take up, and they could propel, which would help them propel them in the next coming 10 years. And so it was a long journey. It was a 3 months from the beginning of the competition itself to ending. It was a 3 months journey, and it was really intensive. And because it was a product-based competition, there was a lot of things which you had to analyze in terms of technical feasibility or financial feasibility. And for that, you need a number of resources. And as Alekhya, I'm sure, would agree that the resources which were available to us, be it soft resources, soft skill resources such as getting to get data from sites like.
Absolutely, we had a lot of resources at disposal. We have a huge library, and it is constantly commended by our peers and teachers and critics all across the world. But we never realized the importance and the depth of the resources that we had at hand when we went through various online digital resources like MS, or we have Statista, we have HBR articles. We have so many resources that are available digitally, and the library by itself has so many resources that we could use. For example, we had to do market research. So how do you go about doing that? What kind of questions do you ask? How do you frame those questions? How many questions do you ask? Which people do you approach? For example, you want to find out the technical feasibility of a product. So how do you do that? How do you present your idea to a customer? Every single thing from end to end, we could find it in our library. And more than that, we had a human library in front of us. So we had so many teachers, so many professors who were willing to extend their time, office hours. We, in fact, even asked one of our professors to come here early, around 8 o'clock, 7:30, just so that he could coach us on our presentation.
So we will actually had a flight. We had to leave the campus at 11 a.m. to catch our flight. And it was a very last moment thing. And we requested sir that Professor Abhishek, who's in the marketing department, we requested him that, sir, can you please give us just 10 minutes of your time? And he agreed to come early in the morning. We met him at 8 a.m. in his office, sat with him for 45 minutes, and went through our own presentation, gave us some very important pointers, which really helped us to actually doing a final presentation in Kochi. And it was that support which IMT gives you. They support you as a family, not only our professors, but our peers, as well as the seniors and alumni, be it through for case competitions or even doing some internship process, which are very important milestones in the MBA journey. The support which you get is incredible, and we're really grateful to the IMT family for that.
Absolutely, and I believe we were given to understand that the theme of this webinar is old really gold. So probably I do not presume to give an answer to that, but we have a lot of accumulated resources because the college was established so long ago. We have resources that have piled up one over the other, and that has probably helped us and our peers who spoke before us in ways that we cannot express with mere words.
It's exactly like, even if you're if you want to go for a particular competition which is relating to a particular sector of particular industry, there's alumni spread across so many industries, so many sectors, and so many positions that you always have someone you can contact who can actually help you, give you a greater idea of what you can do better, and who can actually guide you. And that is actually extremely important in an MBA journey. And be it online through, we talk to them via Zoom calls, Microsoft Team calls, or be it on campus when they come for leadership talks or for fireside chats. The interaction which you get is invaluable because they are people who work in the industry. and they come and give you such important inputs which really help you. Like for example, today in the morning itself, for we are a human resource management class, and at 11 o'clock in the morning, and we were actually interacting with an alumni who's currently an investment banker in New York. He's a currently investment banker at JP Morgan, and it was 12 a.m. But he was, because of his love for IMT Ghaziabad, he was up for us, and just to talk with us for the half an hour, 45 minutes, which he could, and he gave us such important lessons and such important insights. And that is something which we did not comprehend we would receive when we actually joined our MBA. So that is something which is incredible, and we are really grateful to IMT for that. Now coming to CAT preparation, Valkya.
Yeah, absolutely. So we really want all of you guys over here, and all the best for the CAT and ZAT and whatever tests that you're going to take to get into good B schools. All the best for that. And as far as CAT or ZAT preparation is concerned, it is just a matter of practice and a matter of keeping your wits about you. So the questions that you are going to encounter there are questions that you see every day in real life that are happening around you. They are not something that you have to know this extremely unknown formula so that you can crack this question, and that is what is going to make a difference. That's not how it is. So these are all simple, not simple per se, but these are all questions that you see in everyday life. So keep your wits about you, be calm, be cool, and just attempt the questions, whatever comes to your head. And then after that, you have an interview round, and so it's basically about your skills, your perceptions, your life experiences, what you bring to the table, how you improve the quality of the students, and how you can benefit from the quality of your peers around you. So it would be a great experience. Don't just treat it like a scholastic endeavor. Treat it as something that you want to get into, just like a group of peers that would enhance your life. So
for interview experience, one thing which I learned from interacting with my seniors from other colleges also is that it is do not prepare ready-made answers. The more try to discover who you are in the coming times, because after you give your after the results come out, you still have some time, buffer time, before interviews start. So in that time, try to find out who you are, because that is really going to help you during the interview rounds. Because the interviews also know they have so much of experience that they know that you're prepared. So they'll try to put you in a position where they'll try to test you and see who you really are and what experiences have you really had. So try to understand, try to map out your own journey till this point of time, till the interview point of time. Map out your own journey, take out some pointers which you believe could really highlight you as a great candidate. So these are some things which are, I think, really important.
Yeah. So I guess this is it for us. Probably keep these things in mind, and we look forward to having you on campus. Or all the best for whatever endeavor that you are going to make, or any B school that you get into. That's it from us. We'll pass it back to Barnali.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anurag and Alekia. So it was just peer-to-peer talking. That's great. Thank you so much. So I'll just very quickly run through some of these PPTs that will tell you more about our campus, a little more about our alums, and of course, we have been talking, Professor Arvinder, and I have been talking, even all the students have been talking about a contemporary dynamic course curriculum. Now the question is old really gold is again, this is unanswered, and you have to explore, you have to find out more to answer this question, not an easy one, right? So anyway, so of course we have the legacy. We were established in 1980. So more than 40, so we are 42 now. So therefore, and of course, you must be going through the rankings. And so we are ranked very high, about IMT Ghaziabad. I don't have to say, you can refer to our Business World, Business Today, or any business magazine, and you will see. And then we are, the problem is we are one of, it's very, very difficult to get an international accreditation. So we have this national accreditation, NBA, which is also very prestigious. They're very quality conscious. And of course, we have that. But apart from that, we also have SAQS and ASSB, So these are some of the international accreditation agencies who are very quality conscious. And we were not only accredited by ASSB, like we were accredited long back when I think only 5 to 6 management institutes in the entire country had ASSB accreditation. So we are as old as that. So we were accredited to 1/5 or 6th number. We were the 6th number perhaps. And after that, we also got ourselves re-accredited. So it means that it's not that it's a one-time good quality performance, and after that you can run the business school in your own way. So we are continuous. So that is why, we are very dynamic, we are contemporary, we keep on updating our course outline and try to see that anything, and the environment is so very dynamic. Who knew that the students who would graduate in 2020 would face a situation which will be very much environment will be very different, because the entire style of work will change, the pattern of production, everything, and it will be again coming back to the what we started with, which will be so very digital. No one knew that. But then maybe the software that you are learning today will be outdated by the time you graduate. So what does it mean? We stop teaching you analytics, we stop teaching you software, we stop teaching you latest tools and techniques. No, these will orient you, these will groom you to face any kind of changes that are there, because you will continuously be updated, you will upgrade yourself, you will update yourself, but you have to first get acclimatized to that kind of environment, and that is exactly what we see. So everything has to evolve, everything has to grow. So exactly, the analytic tools that we are using today may not be really useful when you will graduate, but that won't be a problem, because by the time you will adjust to the new tools and techniques, because you will have the basics. So this is exactly what we are doing at IMT Ghaziabad. Then I'll talk about our alumni chapter. So obviously we have a lot of C-suite executives and lots of CXOs, etc. We have more than international partnerships. For the last 2 years, due to COVID, we could not send our students for exchange. So the exchanges did happen, but they happened again in online mode. But now our students have applied, and our students will be going to different universities in Germany, France, etc., for a particular term. So they'll be leaving in January. So finally now live exchanges are also happening. So, and of course we have spoken about the pedagogy, etc. I already told you about the ranking. You can just have a look at them. And ranking people, they have their own parameters of faculty publications, the quality of education, the placements, and couple of other points, the infrastructure, the kind of library that Anurag and Alikya were talking about. And we have a digital library which you can access from anywhere. So if your faculty gives you a project, you don't have to be in the campus to do that project. You can access it from anywhere, But of course, you have to be here because it's a residential campus, and projects are done by students in groups, right, with peers. So these are the programs we have. We have PGDM full-time, PGDM marketing, PGDM financial management, PGDM dual country program, and PGDM banking and financial services. So this banking and financial services, we have a tie-up with Velrich Business School in Brussels. So they teach 60% of the course and we teach 40%. And the students also go for boot camp to London and Brussels. Now we have this PGDM dual country program. In dual country program, students they study for 3 trimesters in Ghaziabad campus and 3 trimesters in Dubai. And we make it a point that PGDM DCP students do mandatorily do their summer internship in Dubai and GCC countries, right? And for their final placements, of course, they can, they appear for final placement interviews from Ghaziabad campus, but if there are, but for opportunities in Dubai, they are equally eligible to participate from Dubai for global placements. So PGDM financial management, this is financial management is all about PGDM finance, where we have the core subjects that are taught, the electives are taught are in finance. Same is the case for marketing. And PGDM full-time, the only difference is in PGDM full-time, the PGDM marketing and finance students are very focused. So when they come to do PGDM marketing or PGDM financial management, they know they want a career in marketing and financial management, that they are very focused. They come with that particular mindset. But for PGDM full-time, the only advantage is that at the end of first year, you can either go for marketing, financial management, or you can even nowadays, we have this specialization in HR also, so and operations also. So students can go for that. At IMT Ghaziabad, we offer tracks that are marketing, financial management, human resource management, IT management, operation management, business analytics, strategy innovation, and entrepreneurship. The good thing about this IMT is Ghaziabad's flexibility in specialization is that even if you are doing marketing, so you have to do the electives in marketing, and there'll be some core subjects that all the students will learn. But then if you want, along with marketing, if you are interested to know something about some elective, you want to also have some knowledge about strategy, innovation, and entrepreneurship, or say you want to opt for a couple of subjects in business analytics, you can choose them as free electives or minor. If suppose you are doing 4 electives from, say, if you are a marketing management student, then you have to do 8 electives of marketing management, apart from the core that I'm talking of, core papers. So out of 8 electives, 4 will be core elective and 4 will be, otherwise you'll have to choose electives. Core elective will be common for all PGDM marketing students. You have to choose another 4 electives. So that will give you your major in marketing. But suppose at the same time you want to, also you are very keen to know about HRM, or you want to do something in finance or say strategy. If you opt for 4 electives from, say, HRM domain, HRM specialization, HRM track, then in that case you will get a minor in HRM. Or if you're not interested in HRM, okay, you want to do 2 in HRM, 1 in operations and 1 in business analytics, you can do that. So you won't get any minor. Your major will be in marketing, but then minor, like instead of minor, you will have free electives. You will do free electives. So sometimes it's a good option. Say sometimes, to do, say, finance along with that. Strategy is something which is used everywhere, whatever specialization you are pursuing. And at the same time, something like business analytics. So students sometimes do this mix and match, and we give them plethora of opportunities and flexibilities. Okay, so about the DCP program, I have already told you. I won't tell you much because we'll be having many webinars in the next 2-3 months, where you will, their program chairs will come. They will talk more about their program. You have any specific question, you can always ask our admission department, and within 24 to 48 hours, they are very, very prompt. They get back to you and they respond to your queries. So these are some of the programs, as I said, that this is 3 trimesters are pursued here and 3 in Dubai campus, right? Now, so these are some of the differentiation factor. You can ask, like, why should I do DCP? I want to do PGDM. Okay, fine. But in DCP, say you will get global orientation, multicultural exposure, etc. And then, of course, the summer internship opportunity in Dubai. Apart from that, international placements also. If you want, you can apply even from Dubai, right? So then we have the banking and financial services. Since again, this is something very interesting. We started with digital, so digital payment value at $65 billion in 2019, and it's growing at a compounded annual growth rate of 20%. So it has enormous demand in the market, and that is how IMT Ghaziabad thought of coming up with a program on banking and financial services. The program is doing very well, it's doing excellent, and the students are getting placed in the best of companies, getting global exposure. So about this IMT Ghaziabad's faculty, like for example, now Alekia was mentioning about human library. So we have 63 faculty members, 70 because we have adjunct faculty members also who have vast industry experience. We have just, the MD of Citibank. Yeah, he retired. He retired and he has joined us as an as our full-time faculty. Then we have the vice president of Stanchard, who is our area chair of finance. So these are the kind of, in marketing, Professor Harvinder will tell you more. Like they're very popular teachers like Elkana sir and all. They were all, I think Elkana sir, if I'm not mistaken, Professor Harvinder, you please correct me.
Professor Elkana's last position was CEO in a pharma company. Professor Jishnu was handling Southeast Asia sales for an FMCG company. Dr. Rakesh Singh he's a core faculty, has more than 25 years experience in media industry. So I think cutting across areas, we have core as well as adjunct faculty members who have got tremendous experience, wealth of experience in industry.
Yeah, absolutely. And a very wonderful blend of industry and academic experience. So our faculty members are PhD from top universities, institutes, etc. IIT, IIM. We have a center for faculty development where continuous talks from distinguished professors across all over the world come, and then they deliver talks here. So the faculty also update themselves. Faculty cannot update you if they do not. So that is how, like, they do with the help of, by writing cases, doing consultancy programs, writing research papers in the best of journals. These are all A and A star category journals. So faculty members publish there. Many of our faculty members. So the campus looks a little like this, but yes, of course, you can always visit our website and have a look at our campus, watch all the videos, listen to the audios of the alums that are there. So we have a fully digitized.
I must say, taste of the pudding isn't eating it. I think students need to be on campus to get a feel of it.
Yes, certainly. Of course. You can always come. As I said, our admission department is hospitality is wonderful when you come to them, and they will answer all your queries. They will do their best to clear your doubts, etc. So any kind of counseling session, you can always come and meet them, and at the same time you can have a look at the campus. Then student committees are very active. So we have lots of student affairs and welfare committee, and mostly I've seen almost everyone is a member of one or two clubs or committees. So we have a couple of student club. For example, there is a Make a Difference Foundation. They do a lot of social work. They sometimes adopt villages, and then they sometimes adopt some nearby place where there are needy people and they need your help, and the students do it. I mean, in the sense, not only financially, but otherwise also teaching them, or say, again, teaching them to make something, some kind of handcrafted, some products which the students help them in selling. So basically making them independent. Another very interesting activity that we do, in fact, it's a course. It's called Sustainability and Social Responsibility course. So this is a 3-credit course. 3 credit means that 30 hours of course, where the students, they in groups visit the NGOs, and then they do some socially sustainable project. And we have a mentor with us, Professor Kasturi Das, who actively mentors the students. So sometimes students visit even places in West Bengal, not only in Delhi NCR, apart from that, other places are also there. Then they regularly do the project, prepare the project, give them some viable solution, do something for the society, come back and prepare the project, and they are mentored by faculty. So they have a faculty mentor. Apart from that, the NGO expert is there. And then they give their presentation, and that is how they clear the paper. So in the end, it's not only about classroom study and interacting with peers and participating in case competitions that is happening in the campus or appearing for placement interviews. It's something beyond, because you are actually making a difference to the society. So that is what an IMT student is. So it is an overall grooming, and clubs and committees keep you continuously busy. You have your student events that of course happens everywhere. The students are they're so active, and they feel that they feel that kind of belongingness is there with the campus. I've seen that they run around, they see as if it is an event, it is their personal event, and that is how they organize the event, and everything goes flawless. Of course, the faculty mentor is there for every club and committee, but the kind of this passion that comes from the students is something that comes within. That is their feeling for the campus. Like, for example, Alekhya just mentioned, Anurag mentioned that today they had a speaker from America for whom it was 12 o'clock in the night, but that person was awake and delivered a guest lecture for the students, because this is how they feel. That kind of nostalgia is there for their own alma mater. So these are the student committees. Of course, clubs and committees are there. So these are, of course, student affairs, placement committee, cultural committee, finance club and finance committee. Everything is their marketing club. Prism is, again, they've got to do with media. So these are all student driven clubs mentored by faculty. So what are the USPs of IMT? Of course, because we are ASSP accredited, and we have industry focused course curriculum. We have A-star publications, A publications, B publications, relevant publications. Faculty members regularly write in the newspapers and business magazines. Then, of course, the infrastructure, etc. I mean, that you can see, we are absolutely, it was constructed in 1980, but we have all the latest amenities. We keep on renovating, so we have the best. So we have certain analytics lab, etc. Anyway, just so of course, we have this incubation center also. We'll talk more about it in subsequent webinars. So these are some of these guest lectures, etc. We have been having lots of them. I've already told you about international partnerships. So this is about our alums. So for example, we have Arpana, who is the managing director of Accenture, right? Then Nilendra is there. Nilendra is again MD of Adidas. Sumit Narang, he's the president of Bajaj Auto, right? And Rupinder, Sanjay, you can visit our website and find out more about it, right? So these are the people who are, again, I said, very nostalgic. They have they feel, they take it pride, it's their pride to interact with their student. They come, and rather, not only they interact with the faculty, but I've seen them, as I said, interacting with the students in the mess, in the cafeteria, in the amphitheater, inside the classroom, outside the classroom, on the lawns. So anyway, they get a place and they sit with the students, start sharing their experience, and get to know more about the latest IMT. And these are the people who come to the campus and pick up the students, as their teammates, that. So if they come to the campus, they will make sure that they have a couple of their youngsters who are from their own alma mater, and they pick them and they take along with them. And also they are that way, I won't say friendly, but yes, if you get in touch with them professionally on LinkedIn, so they do respond. They do a lot of mentoring. They are very busy. They may not be doing it regularly, but they do. It's not that they will not answer to your mail. That they won't do. And also in IMT, another good thing about us is that suppose you come here, so there are many students in the campus, you get in touch with them, so you are actually connected to their seniors, and at the same time you are connected to your juniors. So when you come to the campus, you are connected to your seniors, as well as you are connected next year, you are connected to your juniors. So if you are connected on LinkedIn, you can understand how you are creating that chain reaction of networking. So that is the advantage of us being so old. So some of the testimonials, again, I won't read them because they're available on our website. You can just go through them. So some of these students, yes, Aditya Birla, Bas Anurag is, now he's just left. Aditya Birla has joined some other company, but anyway, in Citibank, I think. So that's all. If you have questions, you can always write, and our Rinku ma'am from our admission department is there. She will post the questions to me.
Thank you, ma'am, for such an insightful session. We just have one question. Should I read it out, ma'am?
Yeah, you can, Professor Harvinder or I, both of us. Both of us can answer.
Sure, ma'am. The question is, how should students prepare to get into IMT apart from entrance exam scores, and what IMT expects from its students?
Very good question. Professor Singh, would you like to answer?
So one thing is sure, the basic qualifying condition is your entrance exam score, correct? So that is the hygiene factor. Over and above, we look at you as a thoroughly groomed individual. We look at you as a person who has confidence, clarity, integrity, creativity. So yes, we have a structured way of assessing it. We have fixed sets of parameters, and we evaluate it. But I think the best way is to be honest and portray yourself as what you are. Correct? I'm talking of the interview stage. But yes, for basic qualification, of course, scores is the cutoff, and you have to really qualify that. Dr. Chakla, anything else you wish to add?
No, just no, you have explained it very well. And of course, for the once you have your CAT score, so we have our shortlisting criteria, and once you get the call, a little bit of knowledge, I mean, good amount of knowledge about the current affairs, general knowledge. At least you should have proper knowledge about your subject. That is the main thing, because we expect that even if you are engineers, and trust me that we have faculty members and we have panelists who will be also having good amount of knowledge about your subject. So there'll be exchange of ideas, etc. We will be, it is not that we'll be testing your knowledge, but we definitely would like to see how confident you are when you are answering, that you are not beating around the bush. And what Dr. Singh said is, you have to be honest. If you don't know something, tell the panelists that you don't know. But yes, something, and also that spark should be there, and not only that, I mean, it's just, you have to be very clear, and you have to convince the panelists that you really want to do, you are eager to do, you want to do, your focus to pursue management education. That is very important. It's not something that you have mugged up, why management, why MBA, and then you come out. It should not be something that you have already crammed, mugged up, and vomited the same here. So it has to be some kind of honesty, originality, your focus, your future potential. Everything will take everything into consideration, and that is how you have to handle the interview.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, we have one more question if we have the time to take it up.
Yes, yeah, sure, why not?
So the question is, there has been a significant change in companies using analytics in the past few years. So how are the courses in marketing related to analytics in IMT, which will help the students with non-IT background or non-engineering background?
Dr. Singh, this is
Well,
your question.
thanks for asking the question. It's a very pertinent one. So, first of all, there is a misconception that IT courses are meant only for engineers. If you look outside the domain of MBA, in real life world, there are a lot of people who are graduates from humanities or commerce and sciences who subsequently take up IT related roles. Fine. Secondly, when we design a course curriculum, say for example, marketing course, let's talk of marketing analytics. Fine. Now, marketing analytics is supposed to be a highly technical, data-oriented course. Now, but unlike courses in statistics, we do not expect our students to go to the back end of the calculation part of this. So we actually train the participants on softwares and analysis tools that have a user-friendly interface. For example, if you have to do segmentation analysis using clustering, you don't need to write a code and do clustering. Softwares like SPSS will actually give you decision options that you can pick, click, and choose. But yes, you need to understand the concept of it, the process of it, and the output needs to generate insights. Fine. So analytics-based courses in an MBA program do not want you to be expert in statistics or IT, but they want you to be good enough to use the already available customized research tools. And then the most important part, as an MBA, you should be in a position to interpret the statistical output in such a manner that you generate insights that are meaningful for managerial decision making. Otherwise, nobody knows stats better than an MSc stats, correct? But we are not there to do stats or do coding or develop softwares. We are there to use already existing software solutions. But the process, the background, a bit of it, and the interpretation and insights, that's the main part in an MBA program. So that way, you will never have any problem if you are non-IT.
Thank you so much, Harvinder sir and Barnali ma'am, for taking your time out and enriching this, making this session more insightful. I would like to thank everyone for joining the session. We hope to see you all in an IMT campus soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.